Well, I appreciate you stopping by the Food City Locker Room, presented by Garza Law. Mark Packer along with Austin Price, Tony Jones, Jason Swain down there. How in the world did it happen again against Kentucky?
Hey, let's talk about something positive first.
Oh,
Johnson
please.
University, 8 wins in a row, second place in the AAC. 2 top teams make the national tournament. Hey, go Royals.
Okay, so we're going to switch our focus. We're going to talk about Johnson University all night long.
Wow. The only thing I can say is wow. I mean, to be up 14 points, to be up 17 points in the first game, and to lose these games. You know, Austin, I think we were trending to be at the top of the league because we have been playing so well. And the way,
till halftime.
Yeah, and the way Nate Amen's been playing, obviously, he's probably playing as well as anybody in the league. But 2 for 16 in the paint in the second half. Jacoby and Nate scored 33 points in the first half and just 11 in the second half. And that's not a recipe for Tennessee to win, Jason.
Well, 11 in the second half, Jason, 10 of which went to Nate Ament.
Correct. When Tennessee hit 8+ threes in the first half and was only up 10, I was saying to myself, I don't know, because you were red hot from the 3 in the first half. And Kentucky wasn't making shots. We knew that Tennessee wouldn't be able to do that again in the second half, and that Kentucky would come in the second half and do a lot better. You know, miss shots around the rim, free throws continue to be an issue. Tennessee shot better from 3 than we shot from 2, and again, it goes back to making those bunnies around the rim.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, you couldn't have had a better start. Nate Ament's long-range game is starting to come on. I mean, right, his mid-range game has always kind of been there, but I mean, like when he started making threes on the regular to go along with what he can do in the mid-range game at the rim, I thought it was big to get Felix Okpara back in some form or fashion because you're going to need him down the stretch. And there have been all those rumors out there about, you know, this and that. And so I think getting him back is big for the long term. There's no shame in losing at Kentucky traditionally. It's just how you lost. It's now 2 games in a row. To quote the great Dennis Green, you let them off the hook, right? You let them off the hook both times you played them this year. Got to find a way to win these games. And listen, I think it starts coming up in the midweek. Tennessee's got to find a way to win one on the road at Mississippi State. You can't drop those type of games. Again, Kentucky's Kentucky, and it stings, it blows, all the adjectives. But you can't let Kentucky beat you twice. You've got to find a way to win at the hump coming up midweek.
Tony, let me ask you this from a coaching standpoint. We've talked about this. You've got to find a third scorer. You've got to find a third scorer because you had the 2 in the first half, and then they were somewhat shut down the second half. How do you find a third scorer? I ask this every week, but how do you find a third scorer? Just say this is the guy, and we are going to make this happen.
Looking at this team from a coaching perspective, I think that Jalen Carey has to be the third scorer because they have to have an inside presence, and he has shown. Last year at Vanderbilt, he's shown that he can score in the low post. I mean, he's a load. He knows how to use his body.
Right.
And he's finishing at a high rate. I think his field goal percentage is over 50%. I mean, that's the free throw percentage. We're not going to talk about that. But I think Jalen Carey is the guy. And Bishop Boswell continues to put up numbers. He puts up numbers. He's an Army Swiss knife. He's assisting. He's rebounding, he's scoring, and JP is scoring a little bit. But I think, from a coach's perspective, it's got to be Jalen Carey, Austin.
I agree. I would take that and expand on it a little bit more, Jason. I think what you've seen at different points in time is you go back to the Auburn game, it was Jalen Carey, right? Option 3 at Alabama was JP Estrella when he went for 17. It's got to be one of those two. It doesn't have to be one person. They just can't have a no-show, right, between the 2 of them. They've got to, one of them has to be on. And so, like, to me, that gives you a little more wiggle room, so it doesn't say, Jalen Carey, you have to do it every night. It gives a little bit of wiggle room, but they can't have a night where there's nothing.
Yeah, especially when you only get 1 point from, Jacoby in the second half.
Yep.
I mean, if you get more from him, then it covers up what you probably didn't get from Estrella. I thought Boswell was very, very much in the zone offensively. I mean, a couple pull-up jumpers at the elbow. I mean, he was perfect from the free throw line, very, very comfortable. I know offenses are easy to talk to, But we're talking about a Tennessee program that has been number one defensively a couple times in the last couple of years, and to allow Kentucky to have that much success and production in the paint, for me, that's unheard of. It should be unheard of.
Yeah.
I mean, Iowa and Aberdeen. I mean, and this Moreno kid, he's a good player. I mean, he's a really good player. They had their way, and then when Colin Chandler spotted up for that shot from 3, I just knew it was going in. I just knew it was going in, and that, in all likelihood, decided the game. Until we had the opportunity to get a missed free throw from Colin Chandler, and we didn't rebound the ball, which is disappointing.
Well, Rick owned it, and we can say it. Rick Barnes owned it. He said he should have had, Dwayne Brown in the one hole on the block. Instead, it was Evans, and we gave up the offensive rebound. We gave up opportunity to go down, get the ball, and go score a win. And Rick holds his players accountable. I thought it was good that he held himself accountable and said what he said. Hey, it's on me. It's my fault. Should have had someone else in.
You talk about can you win championships? Can you win championships beating people up and winning the glass?
Yeah, no question, because defense travels and rebounding travels. They're leading offensive rebounding team in the country, and offensive rebounding is a derivative of, and defensive rebounding is a derivative of defense, and they can do it. We're in 5th place now, though. And 3 teams that's ahead of us, we've lost to, and one of them we've lost to twice. So that's going to be an issue. It's still a lot of basketball to be played, and like Austin said, we got to go down to the hump and win that basketball game on Wednesday.
Speaking of Mississippi State, 2009.
Here we go.
SEC tournament, Tampa, Florida, Jarvis Bernardo. They found a way to rebound the basketball and do the little things. Again, this team is fine. Okay, it sucks, right, to go and blow it to your rival again now twice in the same form in 3 weeks. I get it, but this team's still fine. Nate's still coming along. Jacoby's not going to have that. To me, is the exception more than the rule. Now, again, some of the weak turnovers that he's had, maybe the rule. Late in games, but the 1 point in the second half to me is an exception type game. He's not been doing that.
Okpara, Carey, and Evans, a combined 45 minutes amongst the 3 of them,
Yeah.
4 points.
Yeah, that can't happen.
Yeah,
That can't happen.
you expect that a little bit about a Felix. He's not an offensive first type of player. And Evans is still,
Did you expect something? Maybe he picks up the ball up and drops it in the hole. Something's got to happen.
Sure. I think it's more along the lines of what he's saying about Carey. And again, I
He
think
didn't take a shot.
I think Okpara?
Carey didn't take a shot.
Yeah, and that's that's on the scheme. That's on the coaching. They got to get him the ball inside.
He didn't take one shot.
And then another thing about Jacoby, and this has been a problem for us. We need him off the ball some, coming off those NASCAR cuts, off of the floppy action, and him coming and knocking down shots rather than trying to create his own offense from the point. And hey, he gets tired.
Is that kind of like don't get caught watching the paint dry? The whole floppy off the thing? Yeah, keep going.
I feel like with Felix this year, there's less lob threats for him because
that's a good
you
point.
got
Great
2
point.
post players on the block, whereas last year you were able to play 4 out, 1 in with Felix. You had Igor Milicic who can shoot the ball and spread the floor. Now you got 2 big dudes down there, which is why you're good at offensive rebounding, but it limits, I think, Felix's opportunity to be a threat offensively, catching those lobs above the rim.
I think it takes me back to like 1996, Miss Cobb's typing class at East Ridge Middle School, talking about floppy disks. And I'm playing Oregon Trail. My family just died in the river.
So we could talk about Tennessee basketball this whole time, but I do want to, this next segment, talk about the Joey Aguilar situation. Do want to talk about that when we come back on The Locker Room.
Like a blast from the past, the Super Dealer is back. Look to the skies, Knoxville. The Super Dealer is fighting for price, service, and the American made. Ted Russell Ford is your Super Dealer, a beacon of hope in a world of high prices. Ted Russell Ford is East Tennessee's #1 Volume 4 dealer. Come see the Super Dealer today at either 10 Russell Ford location, Parkside Drive or Kingston Pike.
Hi, I'm Laura Ash. I'm a State Farm agent here in West Knoxville. I love to serve all of East Tennessee for all of your home, car, life, and business insurance. If you need anything insurance related, give us a call at 675-0888.
I'm Tennessee basketball player JP Estrella. Let me give you a tour here of the offices at Knoxville Smiles. Dr. Costa is placing implants with a robot, and it's all done digitally. There's no guessing with this since it's all robotic. Dr. Wilco is the newest addition to the office. He loves to research the latest and greatest in technology, so the other doctors go to him for the newest product information and techniques. Dr. Malone is building teeth in the mouth. To him, cosmetic bonding is more like artwork. He does this without cutting your teeth down. It's all about building them up. Guys, we still have a problem. Do y'all have a bigger chair?
Hi, honey. I know you're super busy right now, but I ordered some ribeyes and a few other things for curbside pickup at Food City. Can you grab it on your way home?
Sure thing, hon. Gotta run. Wait, did you get some of those twice baked potatoes?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, love ya. Really gotta run.
Got a lot going on? Let the professional shoppers do the work for you. Just set a pickup time and your groceries will be ready. Try curbside pickup at Food City today.
Oh, sorry. We need dog food, too.
Speaking of that, Food City, your tailgating headquarters, no matter what the sport is, no matter what time of year, it is Food City, the official tailgating headquarters of the Vols. Okay, so we're talking eligibility now and all that stuff.
All right, Tony, what you got? Joey Aguilar, go.
Joey Aguilar will be a Tennessee Volunteer starting quarterback next year. And this is why I say
And we're off and rolling.
Let's go. This is why I say it. The kid at Alabama got an injunction from a judge.
37-year-old?
From a judge in Alabama. Yeah. We have the adjudication of Aguilar is going to be Tennessee. Yeah, you adjudicate is a judicial word, and I know that because I wanted to go to law school. Okay. And the Chambliss kid from Ole Miss, his hearing is going to be in where? Mississippi. All of them going to be eligible.
I agree. I think it was strategic with the way that they waited till Judge Haggerty was in rotation.
Your money's on him being the starting quarterback to start the season in Tennessee. Is it really?
Oh yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, because they're going to basically all these local judges are going to give these injunctions, and then they're going to just keep kicking the appeals down the road until a year from now when it don't matter anymore. And so yes, I would take Joey over the field. It kind of is what it is. And I think he raises the floor for this team. You know what you were offensively a year ago, which was pretty good, right? Running backs are back. Everybody's back but Hurd and Brazel. Let's call it what it is. And, I think that, the growth in the wide receiver room, more talent in the wide receiver room, they can still be really good. Offensive line will be fine with moving David to the left side and rolling whichever way they go at right tackle and right guard at that point. And then it's up to Jim Knowles, Anthony Poindexter, Michael Hunter, and Andrew Jackson, Rodney Gardner, and William Inge on the defensive side of the ball. They get them better if they go from 92 to, let's just say they go where they were ranked at Penn
50.
State. No, I was going to say let's go to where they were at Penn
45.
State, 37. How much better is Tennessee a year ago if they were 37 versus 93?
Playoff team. They were a playoff team. I mean, it makes sense. I mean, you went through all the trouble to remove Tim Banks, pay the buyout, you bring in Jim Knowles, you're going to pay him a lot of money. Yeah. You bring in a strength coach, a national championship winning strength coach.
Pay the money.
You pay a lot of money to bring in all the defensive players. Right. And then you have a offense that brings back the receiver core, tight end, you should be all right, offensive line. You bring some guys back, running back, you should be good. The last thing you want is to put your season, your livelihood in the hands of either a redshirt freshman quarterback making his first start or a true freshman quarterback making his first start. You had to at least try to bring Joey back. And with Joey possibly coming back, this team is a serious contender now.
So a couple things are going to branch off of this. Once again, I'm going to ask the question. yes, you bring in Joey Aguilar, you've got experience at quarterback. Why does a high school quarterback ever go anywhere where they say, hey, you're going to sit for a little bit and learn? If every Power 4 school is going to say we have to have a quarterback with experience, George and Faison can't get experience if they're at Tennessee because Tennessee keeps bringing in somebody with experience.
You get experience in practice, and if George does what he needs to do in practice, then it'll work out for him.
He gets forced in because of an injury to Aguilar.
Well, and then hey, if that happens, be ready to go.
Yeah, I mean, look at Chambliss.
Yeah,
he went in because Simmons got hurt.
Yeah, be ready to go. So I think it's a reason. Why Tennessee went and looked at the portal at quarterback. I think it's a reason why Joey Aguilar is back. And if you give your coaches enough reasons to believe in you to get the keys, then they will. 2024 was the year that Nico got the keys based on what he did in practice in 2023 when he was a freshman. So, George left the door open. Now he has opportunity to compete during the spring when Joey's out and make some plays, maybe get some film, and then be ready to go just in case Joey gets hurt.
And that's the thing, Joey will miss all or potentially close to all of spring, right? He might be back for the tail end, which means Faison and George will get all of the run and all of the reps, which does help them.
It helps them.
It helps them tremendously.
It's practice, man. You got to get the reps for practice.
Tony, please, go.
Do you think the coaching staff's mentality to bring Joey back is a byproduct of the schedule next year? Because this is a daunting schedule.
Well, I think, listen, I mean, whether you're at the middle school level, high school level, college level, it doesn't really matter in the pros. The age stuff matters. Look at Vanderbilt. Vanderbilt was good. Why, Tony? Because they were the oldest team in the SEC. Like, when you have players that are 24, 25 going against kids that are 18, 19, it makes a difference. No different than, my daughter being young for her age, going up against a girl in her own grade that is potentially 2 years older because people have been held back. I mean, that stuff matters even at the college level. I mean, Joey being 25, 26 years old, look at Hendon. Hendon was so much more mature because he had been around. And so I just think anytime you can be a little older, be a little more experienced, college coaches or any coaches in general are going to lean to that unless you're a just generational talent, right?
Okay, I got to take a break. I want to continue this conversation with, ask Tony a couple questions about this when we come back on the locker room.
At Ted Russell Lincoln Knoxville, we know your time is valuable, and we know that service needs can pop up at unexpected times. That's why we bring the Service Center to your home or office. With our mobile service, you can receive the vehicle maintenance you need at your time and place. We take care of oil changes, battery replacements, brake services, diagnostic scannings, and more. Book an appointment online or call us today. Ted Russell Lincoln Knoxville, where luxury vehicles come with luxury treatment.
I still have spots on my glasses, even with the most expensive cleaners.
Whoa, Aquaclear can fix that.
If I don't squeegee this, I still see spots.
Are you tired of still seeing spots? Aquaclear can fix that.
Faded laundry again?
Aquaclear can fix that.
I was coming up 75 North. Traffic started slowing and I slowed and the driver behind me did not. I was hit and both of our cars were totaled. The Garza law firm was diligent in the work that they performed for me and with me. I never felt like we were just a job to them. It felt like they really did want to help.
The Garza law firm. Let us help.
Ask you just a point-blank question as a coach.
Yep.
Where is player development in college athletics right now?
It's still there because right now you got a number of individuals on the staff. You know, these Power 4 schools are able to hire, you know, assistants to the head coach, general managers, graduate assistants, and things of that nature. So a lot of those guys that's in the background, they call them analysts in football, I guess.
Yeah.
Those guys are working with the players, not so much the full-time assistants. Those guys are primarily recruiting. That's what their deal is, recruiting.
And now with the change in the rules the last few years, like you really like the number of like technical, like on the field, like Jim Knowles will never go on the road recruiting, right? Like that's not, so he won't be one of the 9 designated to go out, right? Not counting the head coach. Michael Hunter will be that person for Tennessee because it doesn't matter how many coaches you have now. Like the defensive staff, used to you had your designated ones that were recruiters / on the field coaches, and those were the only ones that could technically be on the field. And then they realized as soon as the media leaves at all these practices, all these coaches go on the field. So they got rid of that stupid rule. So now like Michael Hunter's the corners coach, Poindexter's the safeties coach, Inge's the linebackers coach. Andrew Jackson, the Prez, is the outside linebacker / Leo's coach. And then Rodney Garner's the defensive line coach. Used to, you would have had to wipe one of those out because of Knowles, but because of the way it's structured now, it's all different.
To the original question that I asked Tony, former player, where's player development now? And do you have time to be developed? When you came to Tennessee, did you come here wanting to be developed, or did you come in here expecting to play immediately? Where did player development fall with Jason Swain when you came to Tennessee, and where is it now?
Well, both. I mean, I want to do both. You know, development is why I picked Tennessee because I saw all the success that receivers had here.
Okay.
And then also I saw the opportunity to play early too.
Okay.
So, I mean, players want both. They want it all, and they should have it, especially if they are, you know, top 25, top 50, top 100 player. You want to win, you want to play now, you want to be able to get developed,
Sure.
and you want to get paid. And so, you know, Tennessee's job is to make sure they can provide all those things for any prospect that wants to come here.
So in football, there's still a little bit of time. In basketball, there is some times where guys come in, they're here for 6 months, and then they leave. What's the difference in player development in football versus basketball? Because we do see a lot of one-and-dones in basketball.
Well, it just depends on how bad, you know, you want it as a player.
Okay.
You know, because you can go solicit any coach. Coach, you going to work with me? I'm going to be in the gym at 6 a.m.
Or what's the number?
What's the number? Exactly right.
Sure.
Now, a guy like Tobias Harris, who I coached here at Tennessee, Tobias Harris was in the gym at 6 a.m. every morning, and he asked the coach whether it was a grad assistant, whether it was a strength coach, or whether it was one of the full-time assistants to be in there. Yep, how he could be in there better. And it just depends on the individual.
There you go. It boils down to the kid. How much does the kid want?
Right.
Nate Ament wants it. And Rick's going to sit there, and he's worked with him on his free throws.
Sure.
He's worked with him on his shot.
And you see where it's getting him now.
And you see where it's starting to get him. Is all that Rick? No, a little bit Rick. And the rest is just natural God-given ability of taking it and giving that extra little bit of, it's kind of like the ingredient. But like, you know, if you leave out one key ingredient on a cake, it's not going to taste the same.
100%.
It's make sure you give that ingredient to the cake. The cake was brought to you years ago. Rick's give that extra ingredient, and it's taken off. So I think again, it's the want to. How many kids in today's modern athletic, games is the want to there? Some they're lazy, some are driven, and then some there's a mix.
You gotta have the good circle. You have to have a good circle around these young men and young ladies too.
Okay.
And you gotta have vision and a plan. So are you focused on the number, or are you focused on the process and the long-term goal, the long-term vision for yourself? What do you see yourself in 3 to 4 years? Do you put yourself in a position to be coached up hard? Allow yourself to be coached up hard, so that way you're where you want to be in 3 to 4 years while you're getting paid.
All right, we got to take a break. We'll come back. We'll talk about keys to victory for the next week for Tennessee basketball when we come back in the Food City locker room. As always, brought to you by Garza Law.
Matlock Tire Service and Auto Repair is proud to be celebrating 70 years of serving East Tennessee. That's 70 years of old school customer service, trustworthy auto repair, and of course, great deals on tires. Each one of our 5 convenient East Tennessee locations feature family-friendly waiting areas, and you can schedule appointments and search for tires right on our website at matlocktireservice.com. Modern convenience, hometown values. For 70 years and counting, Matlock Tire Service and Auto Repair.
Hello, I'm Dr. Joel Ash, a Knoxville native and the owner of Ash Chiropractic and Wellness. We would like to help you on every step along your health journey, whether that's chiropractic care, soft tissue work, or diet and exercise help. I'm located in the Renaissance Plaza, and you can give me a call at 865-671-1000.
Hi, I'm Matt Marshall with Exterior Home Solutions. Hi, I'm Dustin Woodson, also with Exterior Home Solutions. We are now easier than ever to find, right off of I-75 and Merchants Road. It's a new location, but the same trusted expertise in roofing and siding that you've come to trust over the past 25 years. Local quality craftsmanship, licensed and insured. For the best and most trusted name in roofing and siding, scan the QR code on your screen. Exterior Home Solutions, when it has to be the best.
Community banking is about location and much more. It's about family. We reside in your community. We are a part of your community. At Commercial Bank, our commitment extends beyond the walls of our branches. It's displayed each day in the opportunities we provide, the money we give back, and the time we commit, all to help improve the lives of the people, families, and businesses that make our communities great. Commercial Bank, life made better.
I'm a veteran. I had a stroke. I had to medically retire. I filed Social Security on my own and have got denied. I knew I needed some help, so that's why I got the legal help from the Garza law firm. I was always comfortable here. I loved the work ethic that they had. They were there from the beginning. They were there even after my case closed. I would recommend the Garza law firm for any and everyone.
The Garza Law Firm. Let us help.
Well, wherever you are across the great state of Tennessee, Marcos Garza and the Garza Law Firm can help you out. Why hire an out-of-state lawyer to handle your in-state issues? Visit garzalaw.com. Get the help you need whenever challenges come your way. Time for the Garza Law Keys to the Game. Let's talk about Tennessee and Mississippi State. Further you get through the season, the more and more they become a muster wins. Jason.
Yeah, the hump is a difficult place to play, but Mississippi State, they have lost 7 out of their last 8. According to Kim Palm, they are projected to lose the rest of the games for the regular season. So this is not a good basketball team at all, but we know that they're tough because Chris Jans, and they'll believe if you let them believe. So you've got to contain Josh Hubbard. He has a green light. Can't let him get going. He's streaky. We got to shoot 70% or better from the free throw line. We got to get better there. And then we just convert layups around the rim. Mississippi State, not that good scoring points. We should be okay and win this basketball game.
I agree with you about Chris. Chris is not going to let him quit.
No.
I mean, that's not in his DNA. Consistent inside presence. I mean, we got to score the ball inside. Again, we've talked about it earlier in the show. Jason Carey, JP, and Felix, with some lives. We need to score inside. Dwayne Brown. Offensive rebounding. We're the #1 offensive rebounding team in the land, in the nation. We need to dominate Mississippi State on the glass and limit our turnovers. We can't let them get runoffs out of turnovers and let that hump crowd get going.
Austin, I think you've got to start making a concerted effort to say what's your identity as you head towards the postseason of who is that 3rd and 4th scorer. Where are you going? Is it Carey? Is it Boswell? Where are you going to go? And you've got to purposely feed them the ball.
Yeah, it doesn't have to be, and I'll continue to beat the drum. It doesn't have to be the same person every game, but it's got to be somebody. Somebody's got to step up. It might be Boswell one night. It might be Carey. It might be Estrella. It might be Amari Evans. I mean, who's flashed and been a 14, 15-point game a few times this year.
Yeah.
It's got to be somebody. You know what you're going to get out of Nate at this point. You know what you're going to get out of Gillespie. But I think when you look at this team, they thought they would get more out of Abram. He's not even playing. Ethan Berg. They've basically whittled that bench down to what 9.
Yeah.
Tennessee's got to find a score, a third consistent score. I think it's probably. I know he likes Carey because he's a post player.
5 seconds.
I think it needs to be Boswell.
There we go. We'll see what happens. Tennessee and Mississippi State, a midweek game. We will see you next week.